All right, Shalom. First and foremost, all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakodash. Double honor to the apostles, the Great Millstone, and Sausage Brothers doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Ignore this videos on the screen. I just had this up because when I go to the video I want to go to, I wanted to start from the beginning. So I'm going to swipe up and everything. So ignore this. But yeah, man, we watch, man, so we see and watch how things play out, End of the day, no matter who wins the election, the Lord's will be done. World War III will happen. The mark of the beast will happen. These prophecies will come to pass. But just watching how Kamala Harris moves, I really would, as much as I don't think that the people would go for it or, it just don't make sense how, like, why would Esau willingly do it? But, man, the way she moves, she's so vicious. They hit that mindset. It may be time for a woman to do the job. Esau been pushing that woman shit a lot lately. And to be honest, a woman is the best villain because no wickedness matches the wickedness of a woman. All right? And when a woman get power, they flex that power because they're not supposed to have it. Okay? They're not supposed to have it. So they take it to the extreme. You get them power, they gonna show they got power, man. And I'm gonna play a couple of clips, man, and they'll do anything. They'll do whatever the fuck they heart desire, and that comes with they'll murder their own damn grandchildren. But check this out. So let's play these three clips. I want to play this one first.
Prosecutor.
Chef, I messed up.
I have as a prosecutor is that with a swipe of my pen, I can charge someone with a misdemeanor, the lowest level offense possible. And by virtue of that swipe of my pen, you will have to go to a courthouse and stand in line. You will have to come out of pocket and hire an attorney. You may get arrested for a few hours. You will be embarrassed in your community. You will miss time from coming onto the Google campus. All because with the swipe of my pen, I've charged you with a crime, which I may choose to dismiss 2 weeks later. It's an incredible amount of power. I have as a...
And to be fair, after that, this is how she tried to make it make sense to the people. She says, basically, Uncle Ben, and with that power comes great responsibility. But if you really reading through this and you watching her and you know how she was in office, or as the state attorney, she put a lot of people away. She's admitted to smoking weed, but locked a lot of niggas up for it. Heavily enforced the 3-strike rule, where you can commit your third crime can be stealing a damn candy bar, and you can get life in jail, man. Okay? And literally. All right? But you can see how she described it all. I can do this, charge because I want to, because I got the power to do this. Not because you broke the law, not because of judgment, but because she said she simply got this great power, give you a misdemeanor, make your life a living hell, and if she wanted to, she can get you off in 2 weeks. Not because evidence or the crime or it wasn't really that big of a deal. Just because I got the power and it's in my authority. Look how she flexed, and you can tell how she loves that feeling. She gets off on it having that power and to do what she wanted to do. And I got 2 more clips to show this, man. All right, so let's get the most recent one. Let's get this one.
Your gun control agenda? Yeah, I think it's a great idea. But I mean, listen, I don't think we lack for great ideas. As I've said many times, we've been having great ideas for decades. The problem is that Congress has not had the courage to act. And that is why, from the beginning, I have said, my agenda includes attempting to get Congress to act, but if they don't within the first 100 days of my administration, I'm going to take executive action. Because what we need is action. Your gun control agenda? Yeah, I think it's a great idea, but I mean, listen.
Now look, she said she's going to take executive action, all right, if Congress don't do something about confiscating firearms. All right, and the American forefathers didn't put no stipulation in to say you got to limit certain type of firearms. No, you're supposed to be able to protect yourself. All right, you have a militia is supposed to be able to form if the government power's out of hand. All right, that's what that American forefathers idea was. They set this shit up so to take away ARs to limit your level of protection is against the way of of your country. All right, and this came up before 2019. This came up, and even Biden disagreed with her. Let's play it. Like, you know, it's all about that power. It's not about following a set of rules or authority. No, it's about a woman doing what she wants to do. Women go off of what they want to do, how they feel. Eve ate that fruit, proverbial fruit. It wasn't literal. All right. It was knowledge. It was the tree of knowledge of good and evil. She took the doctrine of the serpent, what he said, and she believed it. And she liked the idea of it. It said that she saw that it was good. Women go off what they feel. This is what I believe and I feel, how I want things done. Not according to actual rules and structure and proper judgment. This bitch is ready to bring hell. So look, let's check this clip out.
Banning imports of AR-15 assault weapons.
That's right.
President Obama, after Sandy Hook, more than 23 executive actions, and yet here we all are today. In recent days, former Vice President Biden has said about executive orders, some really talented people are seeking the nomination. They said, I'm going to issue an executive order. Biden saying there's no constitutional authority to issue that executive order when they say I'm going to eliminate assault weapons, saying you can't do it by executive order any more than Trump can do things when he says he can do it by executive order. Does the vice president have a point there?
Some things you can, many things you can't.
Let the senator answer.
Well, I mean, I would just say, hey, Joe, instead of saying no, we can't, let's say yes, we can.
Let's be constitutional. We got a
And yes, we can.
And then Joe Biden says it's against the Constitution. Or we have a Constitution. And she repeats it, yes, we can. Like, she's not giving a shit about that. And the scriptures break it down, man. So let's start with this. It's not about reason and understanding when it comes to the average woman, man. This is Job. Dang. $39. I was in the right chapter at first. This is Job 39:17. Because the Most High have deprived her of wisdom, neither hath he imparted to her understanding. All right, so the woman is not meant to rule. The woman doesn't move and base decisions off of true understanding. It would take a lot of guidance and for a woman to have this type of it'll take a lot of guidance from a proper man for a woman to even begin to think more on the right path, man. A mind well instructed. It'll take a woman that's receiving instruction. It says that's of great value, you know. That's hard to find. So the average woman ain't going to be instructed. The average woman's going to make decisions based off how she feel. How she like things and want things done, not according to reason. And ultimately, they're going to do it based off of fucking Satan, man. These bitches are heavily influenced by the left hand. Even after her president, she was his running mate. He's her head. She still goes and say that same bullshit after he corrects her. Because it's not about reason right there, man. And this is 1 Timothy 2. And that's why I see how she can actually get in there. Because she's willing to get the job done, do this dirty work. And they wouldn't mind putting the blame on a fucking woman anyway. That makes sense. I say, yeah, woman messed up. This First Timothy 2, I'm gonna start at 11. Let the woman learn in silence with all subjection. So a silent woman is a great find, right? But I suffer not a woman to teach. And technically the scripture says a silent loving woman. All right? Because you can have a bitch that's quiet but plotting the whole time and doing all this extra ass shit. Or when she finally do speak, it's bullshit. All right? But it says, but I suffer not a woman to teach, nor to usurp authority over the man, but to be in silence. For Adam was first formed, then Eve, and Adam was not deceived. The serpent didn't trick Adam. Adam fell prey to... Not saying Adam was a simp, but he fell prey to simping in that moment. He allowed that woman... He listened to his woman in that moment instead of rebuking her. He didn't lay the law down on him. Like, get the fuck out of here with that shit. The Lord told us, hell no, not to deal with that shit. You know? He followed right behind her. But he didn't get deceived by the serpent, man. He knew better. He let that box throw him off. Right? For Adam was first formed, then Eve. Adam was not deceived, but the woman being deceived was in the transgression. So these women, Satan gets to them. Wickedness is nothing to a woman. They the weaker vessel. So when wickedness, and you got wickedness can be a man and a woman, but a wicked woman tops the wickedness of any man. All right? And the scriptures prove that. But you also know this in life. A woman is so wicked, crazy, they would take the children, make sure you can't see your children, will lie on you so you can't get your children, and then still call you a deadbeat. A lot of women make it so you can't see the children, deal with the children, just to hurt you. Because they know you want to deal with the children. And will still call you a deadbeat. Wickedness, man. Or rather destroyed this child that came out of her. Destroyed their whole fucking life and future. Just to hurt you. And then still play victim. Crazy. Like I mentioned this the other day. I'm not saying it don't happen, but I can't recall seeing a shootout. Just a one man. I'm trying to think. I'm pretty sure. Of course, it's happened, but I don't have offhand an example of a man just getting into a shootout with a cop. But I can think of a nigga woman that ran straight to the cop purse, got straight to a shootout with the cop. Shot the cop, she got shot, and that was that. Alright? Even in school, you know, these high schools, the bitches fight more than the dudes. Bitches is fighting more than the dudes in the schools, man. The women are more violent. They go to school with change in the sock, a can in the sock, a lock in the sock. On straight bullshit. But let me read. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman. She eateth and wipeth her mouth, and saith, I have done no wickedness. So that going back to what I was just saying, a bitch will take the kids from you to hurt you and then say you a deadbeat, even though she know you want to be with your children. Just madness, man. Just straight wicked. To do wickedness and say I ain't did nothing wrong. A bitch will tell you something. A bitch will tell you something is wicked, something is sin. Then you correct her on it, and this just happened. You correct her on it. The bitch will come and tell you, and right after that, oh no, the Bible was written by men. And my response was, well, just say you don't believe in nothing. And the bitch laughed and said, well, yeah, I don't believe in nothing. But then, bitch, why you just say, of course the whole thing started, a man did something, she said that's sin, because he was with another woman. But then correct that, no, that ain't no sin. XYZ, gave an example about how I saying his disciple get 100 wives, at least, 100-fold. But that's written by man. That ain't true. He ain't say that. Say you don't believe in nothing then. Well, you know what? She laughs and I don't believe in nothing then. She admitted she didn't believe in shit. They don't give a fuck. It's all based off emotion and feeling and what the fuck they want. Not about proper judgment, not about reason. And they follow after Satan plan. So they with the shit, the violence, and that's why these bitches, they tell you, you see the interviews, would you want a man with 9 to 5, even if you're making this amount of money, or you want a scammer? Or every TV show or movie you watched when you was a kid, they always tell you what, the women like the bad boys. Women, they like wickedness, man. A bitch will fuck with you just because you want some wickedness. Shit crazy. This is Ciroc. And I want to grab this example too, man, to show how wicked. Hey, ain't no king in Israel did the level of wickedness that I'm going to read in his chronicles. Now you have many kings that commit idolatry, which is great wickedness, of course. But they didn't do what this bitch did right here, man. Even Saul, when he was going through it and wanted to kill David, he realized, he even understood he was bogus. He couldn't help himself, but he understood he was bogus. These bitches, they think they ain't did nothing wrong. They have justified in their head. They have warped some shit. It's bugged out. Nevertheless, this is Ciroc 25 and 24. Of the woman came the beginning of sin, and through her we all die. And that's plain. The woman came the beginning of sin. Alright? The woman is the reason death befalls us. These women is the reason why these damn children girls be degenerates right now. Why you niggas are simps out here pussy bagging while you a bunch of Keith Sweat, bath water drinking niggas? It's because your mother, these women influence you, telling you to be this gentleman, to be this man that she won't even fuck with, because she want the bad boy, remember? And we used, did I do a lesson on it? I know it came up in a lesson, but I don't know if I did a lesson direct on it. But nevertheless, the bitch and the father called it out, and the kids was all in the car. And he asked the sons, what is your mother teaching you to be? And to be this, do that, to be a simp, pay her bills, whatever the shit they said, but you know what it's going into. Basically, girl, to be a simp. Make sure you pay a bitch bills. You got a bitch your first time talking to her say, well, I need my bills paid. What? And you got niggas that'll do it off rip. On some simp shit. And then they say, well, when she teaching your sister, her daughter, to do what? And it was to use these niggas. to finesse men. The word was finesse, if I'm not mistaken. To finesse these men. You're teaching your sons to be simps, but teaching your daughters to con men. Not to be a wife, to be to deal with one man. No, to finesse men. Telling your sons to be a simp, so he gonna be seeking to be with one. These bitches are destroying you, man. But your daughter go play the whore. That's backwards. So if a dirty job needs to get done, a bitch is the best person to do it. And I wouldn't be surprised if she get it, because we see what she's saying. She ready to get with the shit. She'll put martial law in just because she fucking feel like she got the power. You motherfuckers doing too much, having too much fun. Which the mirth is dead in this place. The point is, a woman to do that type of shit, man. All right. Sirach 25:19 is the same chapter. Sirach 25:19. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. All wickedness is but little to the wickedness of a woman. Let the portion of a sinner fall upon her. All right? So all wickedness is small compared to the wickedness of a woman, man. All right? Sodomy is the height of sin, you know? But, and this is really crazy to say, but it's not, because when you really look into it, it's not. An example is two dudes together is less wicked than what these bitches do. And I'm not talking about just two bitches bumping coochies. I'm talking about the level of wickedness that women just naturally are. If you be real with yourself and you look at the shit on social media and what these women talk about and what be going on and all this madness, a bitch would go blow a man and go home and kiss her husband. Didn't brush her teeth or nothing, and then tell her friends about the shit and laugh at it. Shit is fucking madness. But let's grab this example. And of course, it's Athalia. Alright? Second Chronicles. My bad, I want to get the precept to it, because it's gonna say something heavy that's needed. Goes right with the point. Damn. What was the third verse? Or the First Chronicles? Counselor to do wickedly. Okay. There we go. So let's start here. 2 Chronicles 22:1. And the inhabitants of Jerusalem made Ahaziah, his youngest son, king in his stead. For the band of men that came with the Arabians to the camp had slain all the eldest. So Ahaziah, the son of Jehoram, king of Judah, reigned. 42 years old was Ahaziah when he began to reign. He reigned 1 year in Jerusalem. He only made it a year. His mother's name was also Athaliah, the daughter of Omri. He also walked in the ways of the house of Ahab, for his mother was his counselor to do wickedly. Wherefore he did evil in the sight of the Lord, like the house of Ahab, for they were his counselors after the death of his father to his destruction. So he followed after his wicked mother, right? So what's some of the wickedness that she had him doing? He walked also after their counsel, went with Jehoram, the son of Ahab, king of Israel, to war against Hazael, king of Syria, Ramoth Gilead, and the Syrians smote Joram. And he returned to be healed in Jezreel because of the wounds which were given him at Ramah when he fought with Hazael, king of Syria. And Azariah, the son of Joram, king of Judah, went down to see Jehoram, the son of Ahab, at Jezreel because he was sick. And the destruction of Ahaziah was of the Most High by coming to Joram. For when he was come, he went out with Joram against Jehu, the son of Nimshi, whom the Lord had anointed to cut off the house of Ahab. Right. That was, I'm keep going. And it came to pass that when Jehu was executing judgment upon the house of Ahab, and found the princes of Judah and the sons of the brethren of Hazael that ministered to Hazael, he slew them. And he saw Ahaziah, and they caught him, for he was hid in Samaria, and brought him to Jehu. And when they had slain him, I was rereading up top, my bad. They buried him because saith they, he is the son of Jehoshaphat, who sought Yahweh with all his heart. So the house of Hazael had no power to keep still the kingdom. But when Athaliah, the mother of Hazael, saw that her son was dead, she arose and destroyed all the seed royal of the house of Judah. But Jehoshaphat, the daughter of the king, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons that were slain. Keep in mind, the king's sons mean these are her grandchildren. She killed her own fucking grandchildren to have power. She no longer can control the king, her son, and make him do her wickedness. And you see it all the time. These bitches, you see all these damn gang banging ass niggas. They mothers be with that shit, man. You see it with these rappers. They praise they mamas. They mamas is all with the shit. Like the nigga, I can't think of the nigga name. Damn. Not NBA young boy. Oh man. I wish I could think of the nigga name. NLE Chopper. His mama all right on the stage with him. These bitches right there. They rapping about all this murderous ass shit. They right there hyping it up. These bitches are living good with their sons in the crib selling dope. They be with that shit. Wicked counselors, man. All wickedness is little to the wickedness of a woman. Right? But Jehoshaphat, the daughter of the king, took Joash, the son of Ahaziah, and stole him from among the king's sons that were slain, and put him and his nurse in a bedchamber. So Jehoshaphat, the daughter of King Jehoram, the wife of Jehoiada the priest, for she was the sister of Ahaziah, hid from Athaliah, so that she slew him not. And he was with them, hid in the house of the Most High 6 years, and Athaliah reigned over the land. Okay, it's more. Hold on. Maybe that was it on that. I feel like it was more mentioned about Athalia though. Right. Second Chronicles 24:7. For the sons of Athaliah, that wicked woman, had broken up the house of the Most High, and also all the dedicated things of the house of the Lord that they stole upon Balaam. So she was, of course, an idolater. She was a murderer. She was just with the wickedness. She was with the wickedness, man. All right. So it's gonna be interesting. We ain't had no king like this ever in Israel that went and did this level of murder. And even when you go to the statistics, let's look this up. They give different numbers. This one says 27% more likely to participate in interstate conflicts than polities ruled by kings. But 2019, it says 39% were more likely to engage in war in a given year than polities ruled by kings. All right? So women are more violent. Okay? Hey, as much as Esau in general hate niggas, it was a woman that came with Planned Parenthood and got the quote that they want to kill nigga babies, man. To stop reproducing. What's the bitch name? Yeah, Margaret. I thought that Margaret Sanger. Oh man, let's see if we can find this quote. The most merciful thing that a family does to one of its infant members is to kill it. This is madness. I should have put racist quotes, but we'll do it this way. Here we go. We don't want a letter, 1939. We don't want the word to go out that we want to exterminate the Negro population, and the minister is the man who can straighten. So yeah, this is that. Negro Project. Believed in eugenics. Inherently racist. So look, a woman will fuck some shit up, man. And that's what time we in. That's what time we in. And it's time to go down. So I wouldn't be surprised if the Lord have a woman set up to take this bitch down. Yeah, we read this. It's on topic, but kind of off. It's, Sirach 3:9. For the blessing of the father established the houses of children, but the curse of the mother rooted their foundations. And it's time for this place to be rooted out. So a woman ruler makes perfect sense for the last go round, man. But we'll see. Lord's will be done. Just thought this was interesting watching her and how she felt about having that power and what she's clearly willing to do with that power. And that's whatever the fuck she want to do. Even when her counterpart, her superior, told her the Constitution prevents that, she said, fuck that. And the funny thing is, they even use example how they said Trump can't do it. These executive orders. And she say, no, we still can. With that, all praises, honor, glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Kakwadash. Double honor to the apostle that was great millstone. And South Teach us doing this thing in sincerity and truth and with charity. Shalom, wa Baba Ba.